There are many ways to deal with conflict. Everybody will have conflict. It is inevitable. How do we deal with it as individuals? We deal with violence, and that was a huge part of my childhood. We deal with it with leaving. Some people, the moment there's conflict, they open up the door and they walk out and then they slam the door. This is not good. Denial. This is another way people deal with conflict. Alcohol, drugs, communication is number 5 on my list, and that is a very good way of dealing with conflict. I'll tell you one way of dealing with conflict that I do not appreciate at all, and that is politeness. Politeness is horrible because it suggests that you are aware that there should be a conflict, yet you're too lazy or too fearful, or you've just given up. Now, if you are too lazy or too fearful, these are not excuses. This is not good. Sometimes, if you've given up, sometimes there's a good reason for people giving up. And I'm not going to judge people who have given up, but fear and laziness always, it doesn't matter what the context, they always take us to a bad place. The fact of the matter is, if you love someone, you really only have 2 choices in terms of dealing with the conflict. One, you resolve it within, and this is something I've been praying like 3-4 hours a day since I was 16 years old. I'm almost 50 years old now, and I have learned this, that prayer is a wonderful way to resolve stuff within. And I don't have anything in terms of animosity and such against anybody on this planet. And I've been through some horrible, horrible situations. It doesn't matter how you pray. Some people, their prayer is more of a meditation and such. The bottom line is, in terms of prayer, you're focusing upon love, and you're allowing that to resolve inner turmoil, inner strength, unforgiveness, whatever. If you are one of the people who can sit down and meditate and resolve dynamics between you and somebody else, this is good. The other way is communication, and most people's prayer life and their spirituality isn't that deep. So the best bet for most people is learn. This is why God gave us a mouth. It is not there simply for fellatio nor food. It is there so we can communicate. It's a sad dynamic, but most people don't even know how to communicate. Most people's communication is accusations or taking blame or God knows what. But in terms of real communication, here is a good guideline. When you're talking about things, talk about things in terms of, I feel this way. It might mean this. It might mean that. It might mean something else. I don't know. Let's explore that. You see, when this happens, there's no real blame. It's a very good rule. There's many, many other dynamics and ways to allow your communication skills to go. But for now, we'll probably do a series of videos on the art of communication at some later date. So there's 2 ways to resolve conflict. We have 2 choices. 1, resolve it within, or 2, learn how to communicate. Politeness does not allow for true communication, and we are here on this planet ultimately to love each other. Love involves many, many facets, many, many dynamics. If you love someone, you will indeed take the time to learn how to communicate with them, how to understand them, how to discard the demon of politeness, although obviously politeness does have a big place in life, does it not? It's one of these things that can be used, it's like a knife. You can use a knife to cut your steak or cut off your pussycat's tail. Politeness is like this, and we all know that there are times and places for politeness. Intimate relationships where there's true conflict is not one of those. The title of this talk is The Curse of Politeness. And if you're addicted to politeness, it will indeed affect your relationships negatively. Choose love, because love allows for communication, healing, growth and better, more real and authentic relationships. This is the Love Guru. Have a good day.